I may just
Yes,
add
Mr. Carmody.
something, Senator. Since we publish our enforcement decisions on our website, we've commenced that since I returned to this role. It was something that was done when I was in the role in the past. We, as practice, in other words, treating all citizens the same, we do not reveal individual names on our website. We do companies, but we redact individual names for the same reason. So we're being, the point that I'm making, Senator, if I may, is we're being absolutely consistent. We were consistent. We ran our coordinated enforcement. Our enforcement experts went and spoke to the operator. Once they'd spoken to the operator, they came to a conclusion. They came back to us. Our coordinated once they'd spoken to the operator, they came back to us. Our coordinated enforcement mechanism applied. It was discussed in the coordinated enforcement forum, and then it was resolved. And it was done exactly the same way as we do everyone else, Senator. And that's the assurance I wanted to give you, was that that it has been absolutely consistent.
So unless the public want to look at an incident, so perhaps Senator Still's pub example, if they heard that there was an incident over there and they wanted to look on your website to see what the enforcement outcome was, they'd never learn who the dad and the boy were, but they would know there was an incident at a West Australian airfield, and the outcome was the person was fined, warned, whatever. If somebody wants to search your website for an incident at Cairns, could the public look for what the outcome was in that incident on your website and see what CASA's decision was?
The enforcement decisions would involve decisions taken by CASA to take particular enforcement action. Action that didn't involve formal enforcement, a variation, suspension, cancellation, and imposition of a fine would not appear on the website because it doesn't fall within the category of enforcement. So when something doesn't happen, that's not published because the public isn't normally interested in what doesn't happen. But I'll say again that the processes that we use to assess matters like this are transparent to the extent that they need to be, and for the purposes of this committee's interest, they could certainly be.
Yeah, Senator O'Sullivan, I am seeking your.
Yeah, look, and you may need to consult with the secretary. I'd be happy for this to go into camera for us to hear the evidence and examine it, and then decide whether we might take it back into a public arena.
Yes.